Hey, you guys, this is Christina with Leads and Leverage, and I'm really excited to be here with you today because I get to answer a question that I think every single one of you has asked. Here's the question. This is direct from one of the people that have joined one of our Facebook group, the Facebook for Real Estate Agents group. And the question is, we asked him, I don't actually know who asked the question because it was sent to me. We asked him, what's your number one struggle when it comes to Facebook lead generation? And they said, I don't really know what to do with Facebook, even though I know it is a powerful tool to let people know what I do and about who I am. I don't want to post things that people don't care about, like where I'm having coffee. I'm just not sure what to do. So that's what we're going to talk about today. In fact, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why that post about where you're having coffee is the best post you can put out. So there you have it. I'm Christina with Leads and Leverage. I help real estate agents create more time, make more money, and love every single moment of the journey. Thank you for joining me today. Please say hi. Please let me know that you're here. If you're watching this in replay, definitely let me know you're here. I come back, I look at your questions, I answer your questions, I help you along the way. But I can't help you if I don't hear you asking for help, sharing your struggles, letting me know what's going on, etc. So that would be great if you did that. And if you'll give me about 10 seconds, I'm going to share this live with asking for help. I'm going to share this live with everybody in our Facebook group. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Put that in there. And in the meantime, while you're waiting for me, please say hi. Let me know where you're watching this from and how was your if you're in the US, how was your long 3-day weekend this past weekend? And if you're in Canada, how was your long 3-day weekend 2 weekends ago? Was it good? Was it awesome? My son, my oldest, is actually in the Middle East right now. He is deployed. So he was not here for Memorial Day. And as much as I love him and thank him for his service, Memorial Day is about celebrating those who died while in service. And so I know I've had people like, well, we should celebrate them all. Yes, we should. But let's really give honor to those who sacrificed their lives, their futures to serve our country. And like I said, I love my son and I love that he is serving, but that's not what we were celebrating that day. And I was very thankful that my son was not one of those that we were thanking that day for that. That's just, I don't know. That was a hard one for me. But anyway, let me pop in and say hi to everybody. Hi, John. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Vito. Hi, Misty. Danielle. Hi, Dana. Patty Ann. You guys are from everywhere. Santa Barbara, beautiful area. Montana. Hopefully that Montana person's coming over to see me this summer. I know it's not just for me. I know Dana. But I'm excited to see you. So today, let's talk about why this question was so good. So this question was given to me by our community manager inside Leads and Leverage. And I was like, this is a great one to do because this is where we all struggle. We really struggle. Here's the question again. I don't really know what to do with Facebook, even though I know it's a powerful tool to let people know what I do and about who I am. I don't want to post things that people don't care about, like where I am having coffee, and I'm not sure what to do. So here's where the thing is that the part that triggered, I picked this question because it triggered for me. It triggered the example that they used, like where I'm having coffee, that as a meaningless post. And I was like, but that is like one of the best posts that you can put up. So let's talk about that. 3 reasons why that post about where you're having coffee is the best post you can do. All right. Reason number one. People are voyeuristic. We're voyeuristic. We like to know every little thing other people are doing. Why? Why do we like that? Well, there's a lot of reasons. And so I kind of went through my own self and I was like, well, sometimes it's FOMO, fear of missing out. Do they have access to something? Have they tasted something? Have they done something that I haven't done yet, or that I need to do? Or do they have something that I should have? Or are they somewhere where I couldn't stand it and I'm going to make sure that they know there's a better place out there? Or all kinds of things, all kinds of different things. What's their life like compared to mine? What can I do to change my life? What should I add to my life? What am I missing? So people are voyeuristic. We like to see inside of people's lives. And ironically enough, that's in the little things, Okay. So, and I'll get into that in a second. Reason number 2, people like coffee. They do. There's a reason that coffee and wine, memes and jokes and pages and things do really, really well on Facebook. Now, I get it. You're a real estate agent and you're doing a real estate agent page. But here's the thing. People want to know who you are. They want to know who you are. They want to know why you tick. They want to know that you need coffee fed into your veins like they do. They want to know that you like to have wine every single night or whatever it is. They want to know somehow a connection with you on those realms. Okay. They like coffee too. If you're doing this locally, which most of you should be, if you're doing this locally, you need to be sharing where you're having coffee. As a real estate agent, a lot of you don't actually like to work physically in the office. You're either out showing properties, out taking listings, or sometimes a lot of you are working in coffee shops. Well, guess what? You need to be sharing that. You need to be sharing your favorite coffee, your favorite baristas, your favorite drinks, your favorite locations, why you like to be there. Show yourself living your life. Show yourself working your business without selling crap to people. Like seriously, you need to show that. You need to share that. There is a reason that on the Leads and Leverage Facebook business page, this is an international business. There is a reason that I share my Stitch Fixes and my Amazon Prime wardrobes. There's a reason why, because that is a piece of me that people are interested in. I realize it seems very weird to share these pieces out to the world, but those are the pieces that people connect with. Those are the pieces that help people build a relationship with you, that they think they understand you a little bit differently, a little bit better, a little bit, everything's falling down, a little bit just on a different level. This is how people buy from people. If they see you, know you, like you, trust you as a person, they're going to use your services. So people are voyeuristic. They have fear of missing out. They want to make sure they're getting the best, or they've tried everything or experimented or et cetera. They like to try new things, and they like coffee too. Like seriously, they like coffee too. But what's reason number 3? Reason number 3 is all about community involvement. You eat at restaurants in your community. You drink at coffee shops in your community. Maybe you go to wine tastings in your community. Maybe you volunteer at the Humane Society or Habitat for Humanity or the food bank or the like Ironman. We have Ironman here, or any of those other things. Maybe you are involved in that. People are also involved in that. So you sharing, not just, hey, I'm going to go do this, but like actually sharing in the moment while you're there and sharing this gives people a reason to know, like, and trust you. It also opens up their eyes. People discover new businesses, new restaurants, new places, new things to volunteer for, new things to become passionate about. That's a community involvement piece that you can't pay any amount of money to create. You have to physically do it and be involved in it. So you really, really need to make these connections. And so something as seemingly silly as coffee is really important. But here's why we tend to avoid these things and that we kind of overthink it. We think that what we put on Facebook is all about the deep, meaningful, super big moment posts. I hate to tell you, but our lives in general have 3, 4, 5, maybe 10 big, deep, meaningful events. And all of the rest of the days are filled with seemingly meaningless, daily, chitter chatter, normal life. We only go on that 25th anniversary trip, the big one time. We only do, a lot of us only get married one time. Even people who get married multiple times, you don't do it every single month, every single day. You can't keep thinking that what you post on Facebook needs to be these big, deep, meaningful moments. They need to be the everyday humdrum, the mundane, the seemingly innocuous connections. It's about those minuscule connections, the seemingly uninteresting and unimportant. There is a whole thing on YouTube of vloggers. A vlogger is people who basically blog their daily life on video. There's thousands upon thousands of people that have very successful YouTube channels just sharing their day. Like literally just sharing their day. This is my morning routine. This is how I put my makeup on. This is how I do my hair. This is what I did today. This is, what the book I'm reading, just all the stuff that seems seemingly boring and innocuous, right? I'm going to be the first one to admit there are a few people that I follow on YouTube specifically to see what they're doing in their days. And they have different days they profile because I am always wanting to improve myself. So what does that mean? Does that mean I need to read more books? Does it mean I need to do more yoga? Does it mean I need to drink less more? All three of those are things that I need to do. So, and I'm working on doing. So there's other things too, but we're all looking in some sense to be different, to be better, to be more connected. So even if we don't consciously know that, so share the mundane, share the boring, share the little things, share, like I said, that's why I share the wardrobe boxes that I get. I got one yesterday and I just was absolutely not in the mood to be on camera yesterday. I was not. I've been kind of stressed out. I was going to get a massage. Yeah, I've had to actually put massages in my weekly regimen for right now to help keep my cortisol lower, to help lower my cortisol, so that because I'm not handling stress real well right now. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to let it control me. So what can I do to fix that? And yesterday I just did not want to be on camera. And it's probably because we had 50 to 60 people over here on Monday at our house on Monday. And I was exhausted and didn't even think about that. Oh, I might be peopled out because I'm an introvert. I didn't think about that, but I didn't want to be on camera. So I got a box yesterday and I felt guilty for opening that box and going through it and trying the stuff on and doing all the stuff because I had been sharing these things with everybody out there. So I felt a little guilty not sharing that. But then I realized, you know what? I don't have to share everything. But the thing is that you should be sharing more. So you definitely should be sharing more pieces and bits and pieces. And for each person, it's going to be a little bit different. A friend of mine who is amazing on engaging with people. She has a massive audience on Facebook, on Instagram, et cetera. She has a really big business. And she had a big pool party on Monday and she shared all the stuff. And I didn't share it. I felt like it was my time and that was what I was going to do. And just for me, I shared one thing. So it's just, we all have different aspects that we do, that we share, but we definitely need to share the silliness, like having a cup of coffee. I know people who share, they go and have a different, I think almost every day that they go work at a coffee shop, different coffee shops, sometimes the same one. And they always show the little design that people make on their whatever coffee drink that they get. Here's a little secret, guys. I don't drink coffee ever. I cannot stand the taste of coffee. I have 4 boys and a husband. They are coffee nuts. I cannot stand coffee. So be that as it may, I certainly understand the allure of coffee because I watch it in the zombies that walk around my house before they have coffee, and then what coffee does and fuels them. But I also know that there's really cute designs that you get on your coffee. You could share that. There's all kinds of things that you can do that just are amazing little pieces of your life that people will connect with, that show that you're a part of the community, that show that you're engaged. So people care about, I'm going to share a few things. People care about your coffee or your tea or your wine. They care about your green or your brown thumb. They care about your hot mess and your success. They care about your wins and your losses. They care about your activities, your life. Dull and boring, though all of these things may be to you. So you just have to realize that whatever it is, you may think it's boring. You may think it's dull. You need to start sharing it. So I'm going to go through the questions below, and I'm probably going to be inspired with some more ideas for you, because I know not everybody drinks coffee, although I think in my sphere, every person I know drinks coffee except me. And I know not everybody drinks wine. And I know not everybody drinks beer. And I know not everybody likes to get clothes in the mail. And there are so many other things that you can share, so many other thoughts. One of the things that I was doing before we opened our pool, now we bought our house last August, and it's the first time we've ever owned an in-ground pool. And we're in an area that pools are not really, I joke and I say there's like all of 5 pools in the whole area. There's more than that, but we're way up north. There's not a lot of pools in the area, like in-ground pools in the area. And so I joke about that. And it's not a new experience for us. Chuck worked for Endless Pools for almost 4 years. He's very familiar with pools and the pool chemistry and things like that. So it wasn't a like scary burden for us to get the pool. That wasn't an issue. But what was exciting was I started Insta-storying every day starting sometime in April, like asking people, when do you think we're going to open the pool? And I'd show the pictures of the snow on the ground and things like that. And it was just random stuff because I was excited. I wanted to open the pool right away. Wasn't sure with the weather, etc. So I kept doing that. And the engagement that I got from that was just crazy. I was like, wow, people are interested in this. Yeah, they were interested in the journey. It was kind of funny. And they were making bets on, not making bets, but like voting on the pool on when they thought the pool would open. Here's the thing. How does that get business? It's not a direct way. They're not going to go, ooh, I voted on your pool poll, so now let me go sign up for Leads and Leverage. Or I voted on your coffee, so now let me go buy a house from you. That's not how it works. You're building relationships with people. And over time, they get involved with you. They get involved in your life. They help create things with you. And that's how they get to know, like, and trust you. And then when they have a need that you can fulfill, that you can serve for them, that's when they are tied to you because they already know, like, and trust you. So that's how it works. You build audiences, you build relationships, you nurture them. And then when they're ready, they use you. That's how it works. So let me go ahead and pop in questions. You guys are awesome. Hey, Jessica. Hi, Rick. John says, what's the best time to post or run listing ads? So real quick, the best time to run ads is now. So you want to run an ad. I typically schedule my ads to start at 12 a.m. the next day. Whatever ad, if you schedule to start at 12 a.m., you get the full day on that first day it runs. That's number one. And post listing ads, I would post for every one listing post you put on your page, you need 8 completely unrelated sales posts. And I would actually recommend that you never post listings to your page. You always run them through ads. That will make Facebook like you more. Love coffee. So Rick loves coffee. See, my husband is like, he has a bulletproof coffee, an actual bulletproof coffee, not somebody's idea of a made up bulletproof coffee. He actually has, it's literally bulletproof coffee with bulletproof ghee, with bulletproof brain octane oil. So it's really a bulletproof coffee. He has one every single day, has totally changed his mental clarity. It's amazing. That stuff is amazing. I wish I liked coffee. I cannot stand the taste of coffee. I've tried. I also don't need caffeine. You guys see my energy. I don't need caffeine. Nope. Dana, you struggle with this too? Yeah, it is. Because there's like this, people don't need to know my life, or I don't want people to know about my life. And I've really learned a lot from my friend Jennifer, who I was talking about earlier, about she's like, people have all kinds of input onto your life, but it's up to you whether you're going to listen to it or not. And I was like, oh, so I can ask their opinions, but kind of do what I'm going to do anyway. I mean, the big duh, right? Yeah, totally. Sonia, I hate coffee. I thought I was the only one left in the world who did not drink coffee. You are not the only one left in the world. I can't even stand like any coffee desserts. I cannot stand it. It's got a bitter, I love the smell of coffee, but there is a bitter aftertaste that I do not like. Yeah. But you're right, Dana, the drinks are super cute. So you guys, when you're doing this, here's a few other things. I mean, I talked about the pool story. What are other things that you can share? A friend of mine, same friend, Jennifer, they bought a house super fast like we did. However, she's got like 18 or 20 years in the remodeling and construction industry. They literally bought their house, moved in, and didn't actually moved in. Everything was in storage, but they were living in the house and tore the entire house apart. A 6,000 some square foot house, tore it apart. and so she's doing everything fast, and they're still remodeling. And they moved in February. She's been sharing all of this on Insta stories, on Facebook, etc. It is not related to her business. It's not related to her business, except that she likes to help creatives make money. Like the whole starving artist thing. She's like, nope, that doesn't exist. Creative. So if people who are faux painters, or maybe they make jewelry, or they make wreaths or thing like that, that's what her business is. She helps them learn how to make money. And she has been sharing her entire remodeling process. It's crazy. She gets tons of people that pop in on these videos and stuff like that. So it's just, so you just need to, Leslie's like, I love that you're talking about Jennifer, but on her calls all morning. Yeah, she's amazing. The key is she's sharing stuff. That's not how she's not showing how to do a business. So it's, in a sense, it's unrelated to what her business is, but it's a connection point. So, and gosh, you guys as realtors, if you're going through remodels, or if you're going through anything related to your living at all, you should be sharing it. Absolutely. It could be one of the things I like about Insta stories is that it's 15-second increments. I could literally share little blips, little moments. I love that. Whereas a Facebook Live, you need to be on for at least 15 minutes. So it's a little bit of a different ball of wax there, but you need to be sharing that. If you don't want to share video, share pictures, engage people, ask people, even if you've picked something out, or you know what you're going to do about it. In fact, I just had an idea that I'm going to be doing on Leads and Leverage. I've been really struggling to figure out what to do in our big room. We have a big, huge room. It all opens up all onto the patio. And every single time we host an event, we move almost everything out of that room. And so I've been really hesitant, and then set up for the event. I have been really hesitant to get furniture in there, except that on the off times when we're not having parties, I want to use the room. So I think I'm actually going to ask for your guys' help on that. Jennifer's my inspiration for that. So you need to be doing that kind of stuff. Share that coffee, share that tea, share your favorite drink, share random stuff. That's what people like. That's what people want to know. They want to know how to find things. They want to know how to do things, all that kind of stuff. How do you think they're going to get to know about you? If you're like a golf fiend, you love to golf. Are you checking in as your page at golf courses when you're golfing? Are you getting in 9 or 18 rounds of golf in the morning before you go out and work? Are you sharing that? Or have you felt like you've had to keep that as your little secret? Things like that. Hey, Stas. How are you? Stas is my son. The one that's, like I said, very far away. Good to see you. Anyway, are you guys sharing that? Are you afraid to show that you go golfing in the morning before you work? Are you afraid to share, I don't know, anything about that kind of stuff? Don't be afraid. If there are parts of your life that you definitely don't want to share, don't share them. Don't put them out there. Jennifer puts a lot of her kids out there. I rarely put my kids out there. Very rarely. They really don't like to be shared like that. So I don't. It's just not what they want to do. I also don't like to share new big purchases. I just don't. I'm not that kind of person. I don't want to. If we were to get a car, I'm not going to share it that we got it. I don't really share a lot about we've shared the pool because it's part of our house, but that's just not me, not going to do it. But things like that, just things that what is it that you put your boundary, set your boundary up. But guys, that cup of coffee, that is the perfect thing that people are interested in. And I know it seems weird, but they are. They're interested in that. You guys have anything else? Rick says, would you post these short story vlogs in local blog article slots or in the local photo slots in the monthly calendar? Okay, Rick is actually talking about inside Leads and Leverage for the members. We have a posting calendar, a schedule of what to post and when on your Facebook business page. So all of these things, if they are all local related, Rick, they go in all the local slots. And if you can put more than two local things a day, cancel one of the non-local things and put 3. So the more local stuff you have, you want to put it out. Absolutely. You want to put it out. And spring and summer and fall are like the best times because we're out of our houses doing local stuff, doing local events and stuff. So we're out there doing things. Absolutely. We need to put them out there. Let's see. Any other questions, you guys? Any other things related to this? Do you need help with some ideas, some inspiration on what's the boring, mundane stuff that you can put on your page? I mean, some of the things that I'm doing, I've had some really interesting questions, and I've been really kind of toying with this for me through Leads and Leverage. I've had people asking me, okay, if you don't drink coffee, how do you stay energized? What you're eating? You're eating keto. What are you doing? How are you dealing with? I'm 48, or I will be 48. In November, I will be 48. And how are you dealing with perimenopause? I know that's not interested. Men aren't interested in that, but how are you dealing with the changes in life? Do you exercise? What's a routine you do? How do you keep your stress levels down? What's your day look like? All these interesting things. Like, do you take any supplements? Just all this interesting stuff that is totally unrelated to Facebook for real estate agents. However, it's questions that you guys have, because what your underlying thing is how can I change me? Does she know something or have a resource that I could use that would help me become who I want to become? That's really what you're asking and what you're looking for. So it's really interesting. I'll be sharing a lot more. I'll be revealing a lot more of just who I am and what I do. Rick says, what do you think is the maximum length the sharing video should be? Okay, so Rick, I'm not going to pick on you, but I'm going to use you as an example. Here's the thing. I think we all want exact parameters. You need to have a video that's 1.5 minutes long and it needs to be this. And I don't know if it's because we are afraid of doing it wrong or whatever, or if we're like trying to find a reason to make it harder than it needs to be. And I think both are probably reasons. Both of those are probably reasons. The thing is that when you're doing the key is not the length of the video. The key is not the length really of the Facebook Live, although for best effect, you're going to need to have a certain length of it. The key is, are you talking about yourself or are you helping the person that you're trying to reach? Are you giving them value? Are you letting them into something that they wouldn't normally be able to get into, see visually, etc.? Are you sharing a slice of something that they're interested in seeing a slice of? Or are you promoting yourself and your services? Are you selling a listing? Big difference. That's the key. Your video, if you are actually serving someone else and focusing on them and not you, could be 1 minute or 10 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever, as long as it's all full of something that they want and need. That is the key. That is the key. And there's different lengths officially for what you're going to do where. But right now, really what I want you guys to focus on is start finding out what people want, what they need. I don't necessarily ask them, watch them, observe them, listen between the lines, and then give them what you're seeing and hearing that they need. Does that make sense, you guys? And it's never you as their real estate agent. That is never the surface problem. That is never it. It's always about what are they seeing? What are they needing? What resources are they needing? Etc. And I know I keep using this as a resource, but one of the things that we're struggling is we're not DIY people. We know a lot of construction people. However, most contractors are not interested in the small stuff, the honey-do list stuff. And so we're really struggling, finding someone to be our honey-do person. And so we finally found one. It's actually a friend he's a construction guy, but he's going to come over and help us with a couple things. But it's not easy to find some of this stuff, if people are buying in your area, like we bought a house that's 50 some years old, and most houses around here aren't that old. They don't have they're not on an acre with I don't know, 30 or 40 different trees that are 100 feet tall. They don't know what kind of tree care they need to have. Could you partner with a tree service and educate people? Not partner, but on video. Could you educate people about what's going on? What do they need in the spring? What do they need in the fall? Is it worth it to DIY it on different things like that? So I'm just thinking about this going, oh, okay, there's some stuff we've outsourced. There's other things that we've done ourselves. Just kind of depends, everybody has different needs. So that's what your key is. Your key is always them, not you. The goal in anything that you do is not to take them from someone who does not know you to a contract in one fell swoop. That is not your goal. You do not meet someone and suddenly you're 80 holding hands, rocking chairs and married and have 10 grandkids. It doesn't work like that. The entire process is a journey. The entire process is a journey, and you need to be thinking that way and giving value and teaching and engaging and sharing your resources and all the little crazy stuff that's in your life. So you guys are going to see a lot more of that coming out on Leads and Leverage. Definitely as I share more of that. Here's the warning though. Here's the warning. It does set you up for more obnoxious people coming at you. There are going to be, in order for you to have people who love you and resonate with you, you have to have people who are just idiot trolls. That's basically what I call them. They're just idiot trolls. They have nothing going on in their life except to watch videos and kvetch and put down. It's because they're jealous. It's flat out because they're jealous. 100% of the time, they are jealous. They see you as someone who has something that they don't. They see you as doing something that they won't. Doesn't matter if you're Tony Robbins or if you're me. Nobody knows me. Doesn't matter who you are. If you have people who love you, you're going to have those troll people that come out. And I just call them the troll people. Troll people. They have no lives. Pray for them. They are full of anger, full of bitterness. They have no life, but they're going to come out. And here's what I suggest. Don't engage them. Ban and block them. That's all you have to do. Don't engage, just ban and block. Any other questions? Awesome, Rick. Just what you needed. Yep, it is not about the specifics. It's about the get her done. Get her done and serve people. Any other questions, you guys, on this? Let me pop this out and see if I've got any other questions showing up that I missed on here. I don't see any more. You guys are awesome. Thank you for coming on. If there's anything you would like me to help you with when it comes to Facebook for real estate agents, or anything that you've seen on my page, or anything you've heard me say, or anything you're getting mixed messages on, you go to a conference and they say one thing, I say another. You go to a training, they say one thing, I say another. For most of the part, I say the opposite of most everybody, or most everybody says the opposite of me because they don't understand how Facebook actually works. They don't understand how social media actually works. There's kind of two schools of camp. There's a just get leads camp, and then there's a just talk to people camp. It's neither one of these camps. See, the end result of getting leads over here does not start with just talk to people. The end result of getting leads over here starts with you developing relationships. And it's not just random talk crap. You actually have to have a strategy. You actually have to be focused on helping people, not just talking to people. You got to help them. And you got to reveal who you are in a way that they are like, yeah, I agree with you, or I like that. Couple of other things we've adopted. And we didn't plan this, but what's great about the way we've adopted both domestically and internationally. And can you believe there's actually a divide? There are people who adopt domestically, or who don't adopt. It's usually people who don't adopt that just blast people who adopt internationally because they're like, but they're domestic children to adopt. Yeah. Instead of saying, thank you for taking two orphans that are in this world and giving them a family, they criticize. There's like that. But then there's the other side, same thing, who would like never even consider adopting domestically. Like, right. Well, we've done both. So we connect to both of those elements. We have traveled for 15 months in our RV with 4 boys, 4 cats, a dog, us parents in a 30-foot motorhome. We did that for 15 months. That's another connection point. right? We love Disney. We go to Disney all the time. That's another connection point. We love performing arts. We love New York City. We go to shows all the time. That's another connection point. Are you share these things that you share? My husband loves coffee. We love wine. We actually have a wine business. And we're developing a bigger one. So we have that. That's a passion for us. That's my passion. It is not my business focus, but it's a passion. There's that. So there's all kinds of different things that you can have connections with people. Reveal them, both positive and negative, good and bad. Don't let people tell you what you should like and shouldn't like, but definitely put your likes out there and what your dislikes are so that you can connect with people who are similar as you. Oh yeah, you want to do an Airstream? Awesome. You should do it. We ran the business, the real estate business from the road. That's what we did. It's awesome. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Have a fabulous afternoon. Thank you for your time and ask me questions. I'll help you. Bye guys.